This is Yagami Takuya, a first-year student and a member of the White Room, who entered the school with the goal of expelling Ayanokoji. Unlike the other enforcers, he is not motivated by the reward, rather, he wants to prove that he is better than Ayanokoji by defeating him in expulsion. This reveals a hidden motive of the character, resentment. But what happened? Ayanokoji sent him a coded message in the form of a love letter, but in a twisted way, meaning it wasn't intended for Yagami directly, it would reach him after several calculated steps. Ayanokoji knew that Yagami, being intelligent, would suspect the absence of a sender's name on the letter, and the letter was designed in a special way that allowed it to be opened without leaving evidence, which is exactly what Yagami did. Inside, he found an invitation written in random letters, a technique called anagram, which only a White Room student could understand. Yagami immediately realized it was Ayanokoji's invitation to meet him at the student council door, and he went there. What did he find? Horikita. She was looking for the owner of the beautiful handwriting that had previously left hints about expelling Ayanokoji, whose author was Yagami himself. Then they entered a word battle dynamic, each trying to push the other into revealing their intentions. At one point, Ibuki jumped on Yagami from behind and restrained him due to a misunderstanding, but Yagami remained calm, realizing what Horikita was searching for thanks to Ibuki's foolishness. Amid all this, Nagumo suddenly intervened. Ayanokoji had previously asked Nagumo to lock the student council room specifically for this day. He also told him that the person who had spread rumors about him earlier would be present, referring to Yagami. Sure enough, Nagumo began accusing Yagami. And this is where the show began. To justify himself, Yagami started changing the subject. He claimed he knew everything and told everyone to stop pretending. Everyone was confused. Yagami said he knew they were there because of Ayanokoji, and he fell into the trap. He explained about the message, saying it was an invitation from Koji, not a love letter as they believed. Everyone was puzzled, understanding nothing because Koji hadn't told them anything. Yagami gradually lost patience when he didn't get the answer he wanted. Everyone remained clueless about what he was saying. Yagami began to suspect that Koji had tricked him. Soon, however, he heard footsteps approaching the door. He began laughing hysterically, opening his arms to welcome Ayanokoji. Everyone was shocked by how events unfolded. But then, the host appeared. It was Ryuan, accompanied by two classmates who had suffered severe injuries on the island from an unknown assailant. Over time, they recognized the attacker's face. It was Yagami. I don't remember his exact motivation, it was a foolish act. Ryuan and his students arrived with teacher Mishima regarding the injuries, accusing Yagami. Who told them his location? Of course, it was none other than Ayanokoji, indirectly as usual. Let's not forget that Yagami was also there because of Ayanokoji's invitation. But let's take a look at the trap set in this scenario before discussing the ending. Locking the student council room, this was requested by Ayanokoji. Yagami's presence in this place on this specific day would inevitably raise suspicion. The coded anagram message, only Yagami could understand it. If he tried to justify his presence as being due to Ayanokoji's invitation, no one else would understand or believe him, rendering his excuses useless. Additional suspicions, Ayanokoji added Nagumo's accusations and Ryuan's claims, further cornering Yagami, who was at the closed council room door without a valid reason. The fourth trap, the absence of Ayanokoji, this was the straw that broke Yagami's back. Yagami began to feel that Ayanokoji didn't want to meet him because he considered him weak, sending only pawns instead. Here, Yagami lost his composure, entering a hysterical state and screaming. Remember what I said earlier, Yagami harbors resentment toward Ayanokoji because he was raised with the notion that no matter how hard he tries, he could never surpass him. No matter what you do or how much you improve, Ayanokoji Kiyotaka will always be better than you. This sentence haunted Yagami since childhood. After realizing that Ayanokoji ignored him, he felt pathetic. Here, Yagami began showing his demonic side, attacking Ibuki and Mishima, and fled toward the door to reach Ayanokoji. But Ishika blocked his way, tears on her cheeks, telling him to stop and refusing to let him pass. Ishika had been observing everything and crying. Before her arrival, Yagami confronted Ayanokoji and destroyed her emotionally. He told her unforgettable words. He didn't care that she revealed the name of the mysterious student she wanted to expel, Yagami, because he was beneath him. He also told her that even the 5th generation of the White Room would only reach 50% of his abilities, and asked her to go to the student council door at the appointed time to witness Yagami's humiliation and validate his point. That's exactly what happened. Ishika saw Yagami humiliated in front of everyone, a scene that pained her, forcing her to intervene and curb his stubbornness herself. Ishika, who had always enjoyed fun and anticipated Yagami and Ayanokoji clashing quickly for her amusement, now wept, pleading with Yagami to stop chasing Ayanokoji. She, who always prided herself on her strength and challenged everyone, fell into disappointment before Ayanokoji when her expectations failed. After their exchange, several men in formal attire came and forcibly took Yagami away while he screamed. These men were sent by the White Room to retrieve Yagami. Even Ayanokoji's father had lost hope in him. Yagami descended into madness from all this, experiencing the peak of humiliation and pity in a single day. Since entering the school, he had been planning to overthrow Ayanokoji, yet Ayanokoji destroyed him in just one day. Truly, a human demon, unmatched by anyone. Yagami hadn't even seen him before and didn't know his name. Ayanokoji simply constructed a stage and trapped him like a rat. All he did was move pawns, expending minimal effort. After this storm of events, Horikita thought to herself, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Ayanokoji was behind all of this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with all our latest content. Your likes, comments, and shares really help support the channel.